Good evening, and thank you so very much, all of you, for making it this evening. I know it's very, very hot, but 2 more minutes you bear with us and we'll be fine. So I welcome Architect Aladh Gore, very kind to be here this evening, and artist Rajendra Kapse. Our topic for today is the future of art and design, digitization as we see it over the last 3 decades. 3 decades is what we have picked because it's 3 decades to our gallery. But 3 decades is also something that we have seen a lot of change in the way the digital medium has grown, where technology has come in. I think technology came into India around end of 80s, beginning of 90s, where it coexisted with the traditional methods that we had. But very gradually there has been a shift. Now it is for all of us here to kind of debate and decode whether that shift has overpowered the traditional, does it still coexist, what the future holds, whether we are going more towards a scenario that going to make the traditional practices lesser known. They will not become redundant, of course, because tradition holds a very strong place. But this is where our discussion is today. So I invite our 2 lead speakers to begin the conversation, and of course all of us can join in, and we'd like to hear everybody's views on it.
Sure. Start. You start. Okay. First of all, thank you, Savita and sorry. I think the topic is very relevant, especially for me, because you spoke of 3 decades, and that's exactly when I graduated as an architect 31 years back from Academy of Architecture, Rachna. And I remember when I was in final year, which is the 5th year, we had AutoCAD just come in. And first 4 years we sketched by hand, and then suddenly in 5th year we were told that there is something like a software now where you can do the drafting. And it used to be on 12 floppies. Younger generation probably doesn't even know what a floppy looks like. But it used to be on 12 floppies. Every day the system used to crash. It was 286 or 386. And then we used to, reinsert the floppies, reload the software and work in that. Well, 30 years have passed and we've kind of graduated ourselves. The technology has grown so much now in our field. So we've seen a huge amount of shift from the time we used to do hand sketching to a time now where, now I'll take you to now. We are the only architects in India, and I can say this proudly, who work in paperless design. And when I say paperless design office for an architect, it's quite a thing, right? Because as architects or as designers, we are always surrounded with papers. I mean, you go to any architect's office for that matter, they will have sketching papers, they will have white papers, they will have prints coming in, they will have what you used to call as ammonia prints getting churned out, going to the site and all that. It so happened that in 2016, I got a work order from Wipro. Wipro is one of my big clients, and just to give you a background, we do only offices, we don't do residential work at all. In last 15 years of my office, I started 15 years back as Beyond Design, that's my company name. Prior to that I was Beyond Design Architects. Okay. And prior to that for another 16 years I was working for other architects and grew up in the field. So in 2016, I got a work order from Wipro for a large 7.5 lakh square feet project, and there was a clause in the work order saying that all the work has to be done in BIM. BIM is a particular software, a process rather, which has to be applied to a project, by which the project becomes smoother. There is a lot of coordination that happens in BIM and all. So BIM stands for Building Information Modeling. It's a type of modeling, but in 3D. 3 dimension. So we said, okay, chalo, ye bhi hai. I mean, since we have signed on the dotted line, we have to see what BIM is all about. And then we studied. There are only 2 softwares which are available, 2 companies. We studied both the companies. We found that okay, one of them is better than the other. We got into BIM, and when we got into BIM, we realized that it's so nice that we actually shifted our entire studio from CAD to BIM. So at that point of time we had like 30 guys in house. We shifted the entire studio from CAD to BIM, and today we work only in BIM. We don't work in AutoCAD, and because of that, what we actually do is we have gone paperless. So right from design, which happens on iPads, to on-site. See, typically when you appoint an architect, he will give you 50 drawings, and the drawings will go as a bunch on site, and the contractors will open the drawings and work on site and on that. Instead of that, what we do is we give iPads to contractors, or any tablet for that matter. How we give it is we put it as a tender item, as a tablet and a software, and since it's a tender item, they will have to buy it, move around on site with a iPad. End of the project, the iPad goes to client as a bunch of drawings. Because end of the project, we are anyway supposed to give as-built drawings, as we call it, to the clients. Wherein 5 years down the line, if they want to change, say, a particular light fitting, they don't have to call us. All information would be there in that bunch, and they just have to open it and they have to see it. So the advantage of this is, one, we've gone green because there are no papers which are involved. Second, all the information is there in the iPad, and I'm going to show a small demo of how it is done because it's quite interesting. And there are no, the software is able to do clash detection. When I say clash detection, there is no duct touching my fall ceiling. To give a simple example, on site, and I don't have to scratch my head saying that abhi ye duct upar le lo ki ceiling niche le lo, because all those clashes are resolved in my office, and only then the drawing goes on. And the software is AI enabled kind of thing to understand those clashes in the office. Plus my quantification is done from the software itself, so there is no manual intervention. So it's not like if I have to paint this area, I will say 100 square feet, and whereas the actual area would be 150 square feet. So no issues in quantification and all that. And another issue that gets resolved is version issues. Now what I mean by version issue is, I as an architect say maybe doing revision 4 in the drawing or revision 5 in the drawing, I give it on site as a revision 5. Somebody on site will have revision 4 in hand, move around, erect partitions or walls or whatever, and then फिर मैं जब site पे जाता हूँ, अरे ये क्या किया है, I have given R5, it is not supposed to be R4, तोड़ो जोड़ो, all that doesn't happen in this, because what you see on the iPad is the final version only. Now I'll show a quick demo of what it looks like. Probably I'll stand so I will be seen by everyone. So I can hold the laptop. Can I hold it like this?
Yeah, we can see it.
Good. Yeah. Okay. So the first advantage is all the information is there on the iPad, all drawings, all materials and everything. Now I'll go to interior layout. This is a 70,000 square feet office for a company called Dow Chemicals. You would have probably heard of it. Now what we do is we actually teach this to even the half-chapdi carpenter on site. So we do a 2-hour training session on site on day 1, and then they are able to do this. So you can zoom, and you can take quick dimensions. So like there is a reception table here. I go to the table, I take a quick dimension. Yeah. And of course there are other drawings, but the real fun starts when I go from 2D to 3D. So it's an amazing software which helps me visualize on site and even for the client. So the whole thing opens from a plan into a bird's eye view first, okay, and then the biggest advantage is I can do a walkthrough on site like this.
Yeah.
So my clients actually do a walkthrough like this on site when they are there, because this works even on an iPhone or any good smartphone. And then they ask me questions. Kya ye sofa hai? Now when is this sofa coming? Or if they want particular information about a particular object, you go to info, and what to put in this info is in my hands. So when I am handing over the site to my clients, I will put the sofa code number, the vendor code number, the fabric code number, the price at which it was bought and all that. So 3 years down the line, when I am not on site, when I am not in touch with client, and client wants to change the fabric, he has to just open the model in his iPad, go to that particular item, go to the info, and the entire info is there. This is how it helps in one way. In also, I'll just take one more minute probably. This is a what we call as a partition layout. So you see partition, you see a door here. Door के बाजू में what we call is as a portal. There's a vertical member on which you have all the switches and all that. Typically what happens is if I want a portal drawing on site, I will tell somebody, अरे वो portal का drawing लेके आ जाते हैं. He will have a drawing in his hand. I will have a couple of drawings in my hand. Handling the drawings on site becomes very difficult. एक तो it is always hot. I mean, we are one of the tribes where we don't get to enjoy the AC at all. When it is air conditioned, it is handed over to the site, handed over to the client. However, whereas if I want to see this portal detail, I just have to go here to the hyperlink and the detail opens. I go back, I want to see the partition detail. I go to the hyperlink here, it opens. So it's like actually like a gaming software. I mean, I'll just show a building project that we did in Pune. So this is a building for Dassault system that we did in Pune. Dassault is the same company which makes Rafale aircraft. So we did this building, and even with a building, it's like a gaming software, as I said. So you can do your walkthrough here. You can.
Is it specifically for architecture? This software?
It's used specifically for architecture, but it can be used for product design. It can be used for any design for that matter.
Like Unity.
So, it's a 2-building campus, so I can actually move around the buildings like this. Or from exterior, I can go into interiors and then start my walk again.
You don't have to use a lift.
I don't have to use a lift. I am a drone myself. So this has helped us a lot, and because of this, my pitching time with the clients has come down by 7 to 8 days. Earlier, when the clients used to give me a requirement and say that do a design presentation, I used to take like 15 days to do a walkthrough. Today I can do the same in 5 days, and that's where it has given me competitive advantage over my competitors. There has been a huge advantage because of this, and also now because of this I have got another business where I give BIM consultancy to other architects. Like I went to Office's office and they are interested in doing this. So we are talking to a couple of.
Are you the only one who's using BIM for?
No, there are a lot of architects who are using BIM, but if they are at 20%, we are at 80%. They are at a very superficial level even today, because it takes a lot of effort and it needs a lot of patience to be in BIM all the time.
Yeah, but your systems are amazing. I mean, they won't need you literally once you've given them the.
Yeah. So that's how it is. That's where it is. So this is what technology is doing to my field. And then of course we know AI. AI is generating 3D views today, but we feel that first it has to be generated here.
Yeah.
Only then you can give the right command to AI. And I just end my whatever small little talk with a very interesting phrase which I heard a few days back. Will designers get replaced by AI? And the answer is no. Designers will get replaced by designers using AI.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Thank you.
even same with us actually. जैसे हमने चालू किया था सर
त्याला सांगतो. ते चांगले दिले.
तो जैसे हमारे टाइम पे था यूएस देयर था ये भी 2-3 years before. तो we used to also sketch. सर कहते वो sketch करो जिसने का तो वो टाइम पे पता नहीं चलता था, लेकिन जैसे जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी आगे आती गई, कंप्यूटर आया हाथ में, तो एक बात है कि काम इजी हो गया है। जैसे अभी वो रेनेसांस के टाइम पे वो सालों साल काम करते बैठते थे, वो टाइम वैसा था, वहाँ ठीक है, लेकिन अभी भी तुम उस तरह से करने का जो उसकी जरूरत नहीं है। उस आखिर में क्या है, तुम कहना क्या चाहते हो?
करेक्ट.
आजकल जो मूवीज भी बनती है इतनी सिंपल वे में बनती है, तो स्टोरी में अपना स्क्रिप्ट में ही दम होता है, तो उसको ज्यादा बहुत सारे टेक्निक ये वो जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती,
Correct.
वो पूरा दिल पे पहुंच जाता है काम। तो वो तो एआई टूल नहीं कर सकता। इवन मैं खुद करता हूँ तो एक टेक्निकल लेवल पे, जैसे ड्राइंग है, कंपोजिशन है, देन आई हैव टू पुट एक्सप्रेशन, थोड़ा सा लाउड करना, थोड़ा सा फनी, इफ यू हैव सीन माय वर्क, थोड़ा सा फनी करना, एग्जैजरेशन करना, वो मेरे से ही करना पड़ेगा।
Correct.
जहाँ तक प्रोजेक्शन का है, आई यूज डिजिटल प्रोजेक्टर, कंप्यूटर में स्केच करता हूँ, कंपोज करता हूँ, आगे जाना है पीछे जाना है, वहाँ तक ठीक है। उसके बाद में जो हाथ से बनता है काम, वो बढ़िया होता है और दिल को अच्छा लगता है। तो लेकिन
टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करना आपके
जैसे
काम-
बाजार में सामान आता गया, वैसे वक्त बचता है बहुत। आज मैं वही ड्राइंग 1 महीना लगाऊंगा, अगर 35 फिगर्स है एक ही कैनवास में, तो 1-2 महीना आराम चलेगा, हाथ से करते बैठूंगा, फिर रब करूंगा, फिर अच्छा नहीं है, तो उसका जरूरत नहीं है, अभी टाइम भी नहीं है। तो उसके बाद में का जो आता है ना पेंट करने का, ऐसा जो दिल से पेंट करते, वो कंप्यूटर नहीं कर सकता, एक लेवल तक कर सकता है। जैसे कि ड्रामा फील्ड में, ड्रामा में एक ही ड्रामा हर टाइम पे अलग अलग होता है, और उस टाइम के हिसाब से उसके रेफरेंसेस चेंज होते हैं, कभी कभी डायलॉग भी चेंज, क्योंकि दुनिया में जो रेलेवेंट चलते रहता है बातें उसमें आती है, तो स्पॉन्टेनिटी एआई में नहीं आ सकती। और एक बात है, एआई अगर वो कौन सा बहुत बड़ा बॉम्ब फेंकते तो दुनिया
Nuclear.
वो एआई यूज करता तो डेंजरस है, क्योंकि आज तक जितने यूज किए हैं कम से कम 30 बार एटॉमिक बॉम्ब, मैंने एक इंटरव्यू देखा है, वो रिसर्च करता है इसमें, 30 बार कैंसिल किया। एआई कैंसिल नहीं करेगा, वो सीधा डाल देगा, पूरा दुनिया खत्म।
राजीव जी, आपके पेंटिंग के बारे में थोड़ा बताइए ना, आप कैसे खुद को
मैंने
लेके,
दिखाया था ना आपको।
वो मेरे फोन में, मेरा फोन यहाँ पे,
तो वो कैसे दिखाएंगे आपके इसमें ये जाता है
इंटरनेट पे
इंटरनेट पे।
एक सेकंड, एक मिनट, मैं यहाँ से खोल देती हूँ। हेलो,
मुझे पता नहीं था, तो मैं लैपटॉप लेके आया था।
है ना मेरे पास है।
इवन आई सेंड इट ऑन द
So, तो थोड़ा सा बताइए
उसमें आप है ना मुझे लिटिल इंट्रो आप पढ़ के बताइए, और वो वीडियो लगाइए।
नहीं, वो वीडियो तो मैं डाल देती हूँ,
हाँ।
लेकिन आप थोड़ा
तो दैट इज
बताएंगे तो अच्छा
इम्पोर्टेंट,
रहेगा।
दैट स्मार्ट
So, Rajendra ji uses his own self as the protagonist of his paintings, and you can see his face everywhere. He kind of says that he wants to break the myth of an intellectual aura of art, and he calls it
Funtellectual.
Funtellectual. He brings in a fun element. Similarly, when he paints, he puts himself as the character,
Yeah.
as a character would be in a theater.
theater in a
scenario.
that play one actor plays so many characters, just using very short properties. That clicks me, and then same thing I'm putting in the painting, 2-dimensional. That is my limitation. मुझे अच्छा चांस मिलता है, या मतलब वो टाइप पे स्ट्रगल नहीं होता, तो मैं वो फील्ड में उतरता शायद, ऐसा कभी कभी लगता है, लेकिन ठीक है चलेगा।
Cool. Tushar ji is he's a graphic designer. Why don't we hear from you in the meantime?
So it's been almost 2.5 decades now. I've been in this industry, and I think it's drastically changed from where it started. I've been doing graphics where movies which are animated, sketched. So I remember like in 2000, we used to do these cell animations and graphical stuff, each frames and all, which have been changing through different softwares, and with now AI coming in picture, things have really fast, and the kind of quality have changed majorly for, at least for our industry, it's majorly got changed. I think within these art as well, I've noticed that a lot of people have started doing a lot of digitalized art, which is quick selling, and since nowadays people are buying it for a very limited period, every year they want to change, they want to get some new art. So that kind of market is getting established, where people are buying these for shorter period, and various different kinds of arts and abstract arts are getting generated. But I think the legacy, the hand thing, and the color, the touch which we have in these kind of arts are amazing, and I think that will live. It will.
Yes.
It will live definitely, and that will have its own love and affection, and those attraction will be there still in these art. Yeah,
लाइक उसमें कविता बनाने का भी है AI में, तो वो पढ़ने के बाद पता चल जाता है किधर किधर से उठा के वो वर्ड छाप है, उसमें
वो तो
feeling
सारा
नहीं होता है।
वो दुनिया का
वो तो
सारा
अनुभव-
डेटा लेके वो अपने आप को मॉडिफाई करके दे रिफ्लेक्ट एंड दे सेंड इट अक्रॉस अ मैसेज।
मैं कुछ लिखना चाहता था, मेरा बेटा अरे AI में डालो ये फटाफट हो जाएगा, वो उसने किया सब फटाफट किया, तो बोला ठीक है, तो मैं पढ़ा तो मुझे लगा नहीं, मुझे ऐसा नहीं चाहिए था।
नहीं, वो
वो समझता
ChatGPT
है।
has a
हाँ,
very
Chat-
over enthusiastic
हाँ,
tone,
वो ज़्यादा
you know,
है।
in whatever it
Yeah,
writes.
yeah.
And you can tell that it's written on ChatGPT.
Yeah, 100%.
So then we have to
Because
get
there are
it
some
written.
very
words and all
overlooked.
which they always use.
Yeah.
There are some words which
technically
So,
ChatGPT will
see
use.
how AI models are trained.
डेटा
with-
साइंस में अगर
they
अच्छा
are,
है,
you know,
बहुत अच्छा
AI, the only way it can work is when you feed it immense amount of data, and then it starts kind of learning and starts putting together concepts and all that. So if I talk about digitization of art, there are 2-3 different aspects. Okay, one is, of course, like, you know, we've taken the prints or the original art from museums, converted it into a digital form. Now that is been, I would say it has been a good thing, because the works of so many famous artists, which probably people would never
Yeah.
get to see, is now available for people to not just see but also to share, to use, and all of that is there to appreciate. So that is one thing which I think is a positive. The second thing is, of course, AI. AI now, I have seen what it can do. I have seen Sora. Sora can actually take a video of you driving a car on a, you know, on a road in probably Dharavi, and make it look like, you know, you're driving through Berlin.
Yeah.
With just one prompt.
बढ़िया है।
In a few seconds, it can actually, it can even show you your car passing through rainbows. It is actually that powerful, and I've really seen those examples.
And Sora is the name of the software.
Yeah, it's the AI, you know, the AI tool which is
Then you know all
It's a Chat GPT's
It's a
advanced
OpenAI
version
product,
which is
yeah.
going to do videos and all for you.
Yeah. So, see, AI, I think, just sort of is a good aid, in the sense that, like, today, if I have to create something in 3D, what would take like 15 days now takes 5
Yeah.
minutes. So in a way, it's good. And as filmmakers, as you know, video production people, we use AI a lot to do the mundane work, like, you know, which is basically like, you know, storyboarding and all of that, which is normally, it probably is not even a revenue generating activity.
So have you stopped hiring storyboard artists?
See, we used to use our designers to do that. Now
Yeah.
we're free to do other work.
Yeah.
So we never really hired artists specifically for storyboarding.
Everybody did everything.
Everything, yeah. But again, if I talk about brands, like, you know, like specific brands, if they want to create a creative for a specific brand, I cannot use AI for that, because it will not match the tonality, it will not match the, it will not be able to do what I am supposed to do, like, you know, which is pick things from scratch. So it's okay for somebody who's not really, like, you know, if I want to send out something on a personal level, it's great. But if I'm a brand and I want to build a brand and I want to have that tonality, that consistency, then I need to have original thoughts, original ideas, original creatives, which are not yet. That is my take.
Jenny, let's hear from you about. Jenny's worked a lot with digitizing.
Yeah, so
art.
when I was a student, that's when all these, that's when I was really interested in animation in the 80s, and there was no animation industry back then. So I went and interned with Ram Mohan, who is
Right.
the father of Indian animation. And then, like he was saying, those hand-drawn cells. So you would take the whole day to make a character run from here to here.
Yeah.
which then they had a different computer graphics division which was doing 3D. So then again the modeling would take very long and all that. So I had to, like, there was a separate computer department and in the college, and then I had to take special permission to use their computers to make animations. And then I came out and then I realized there's no animation industry. So I joined Lintaz. And before that I was with Max had just come into India. So I joined a digital design company and learned, Photoshop and all that. I started working with Photoshop too, and Illustrator and all that. At that time I remember, which is now what AI does, at that time Photoshop had filters based on artist names. So you could put an image like this, for example, like this concrete model here, and you could click Van Gogh and it would paint it in Van Gogh style.
Right.
And Sura and different names. And there was another software called Painter, which gave you types of paper, types of canvases, types of colors, so you could literally digitally, of course those days with a mouse. So I designed illustrated some children's books entirely with a mouse because there was no stylus then. And then later on, of course, I quit advertising completely and became a full-time fine artist. So then even while I was in Lintaz, I was the only one who would do it digitally, the design. So my colleagues would say, you are spoiling the client by giving them 50 options. Because they used to hand Gisao and do manage file. And then after I left, they trained everyone on Photoshop and Illustrator. And by then I had left. I had done some digital work in my free time in the office. But no gallery was willing to show it. Because it was digital and they didn't understand and who will buy it.
Which year was this?
This was 95, 96. And then I still have those. I mean, I've kept them, framed them and so then in 2004 I briefly worked with an interaction design company. And then afterwards I did an artwork, interactive artwork. So you could take images with a mouse, the viewer could take and make their own artwork from whatever I had given them. Again, I exhibited them and then somebody asked me, how have you priced them? I said, I haven't priced them, who will buy this? So we just left it. Then in 2009 I started a Moksha short series where I used cartoon characters I had invented and again created an interactive artwork in Flash. Again same story happened, so people got excited, oh this is like this, because it was like a game. You could literally pick your path to Moksha according to the character. So one of the characters was Moksha Bai, spelled B-U-Y. She was a consumer goddess. So you picked on what you wanted to buy, like what gives you, what is your path to Moksha. So is it retail therapy? Is it drama? So there were all these options, and you could pick them. And if you got 100,000 points, you got Moksha. You were out of the game. But if you didn't, then you had another life, and you had to go through all the characters. So
How creative.
then Flash, Adobe retired Flash. Okay. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So then my thing was, like, I had SWF files, so they could be viewed on a PC but not on a Mac.
Yes.
Then last year IIT asked me to do a presentation, and I was stubborn to not uninstall Flash from my computer. So for the first time it actually played. So I screen recorded it so that I would have some record of what I had done.
So finally they have started Animate, which is a similar like Flash.
But will it play a Flash
I
file?
haven't explored it, but yeah, I think they have started that. Yeah, so we used to do lot of Flash work. Yeah.
Flash was really good for 2D. And then
Talk about killing a cash cow. I mean, that's how a company does dumb things.
but Adobe is very smart with
It was
money.
Apple who killed Adobe's product actually.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Yeah.
So then I got into NFTs some 3 years back.
Wow.
and that too by chance because I was quarantining. I was stuck in US during the pandemic, and then when I came back, I had to quarantine. So I had only a phone and a book for 2 weeks and nothing else. So I joined one of the Clubhouse groups, and then I came across this whole NFT community. And one of the NFT artists who was very well versed in the tech, he had been following me on Instagram quietly without even letting me. So he said, "Oh, I've been following you," and he taught me the entire tech. So then I started creating NFTs. I created about a little more than 100. And then the NFT market crashed. So then I realized that this is like, firstly I was talking to, I used to do 3 educational rooms a week. One for BuzzyRex, one on my Instagram, and one for somebody else, I forgot. I used to do them. And I used to get a lot of artists asking me. But the problem with crypto is that it's not regulated, so it's very high risk.
Right.
And also the art world, according to me, adopts technology very, very last after the rest of the world. So until the pandemic, art galleries did not have social media pages. They weren't on Instagram, they weren't on Facebook. Then they realized, oh shit, now we are stuck and we can't sell. So then they got onto social media. So I didn't, fortunately, last year when I had a show, I showed my AR work and some AI work as well. So then after, not AI, NFTs. So after NFTs, I got introduced to augmented reality and virtual reality, which is very exciting because it has real world use cases. It's not like, this thing is
in the sky.
yeah. So it could, in fact, if an architect uses it, for example, like he's doing with BIM, you can actually walk through, and you can actually, like IKEA uses, you can see what a sofa looks like in your room.
Right.
Versus, so I created some AR artworks. But now I'm going more towards AR design because I feel it has, for art, any of these technologies are very limited. Because then again, the person needs the background of the tech to be able to appreciate it. The first thing they will say, and Kapse would have also explained, anything that's out of the box, like he does his, humorous this thing. And I used to do pop art, and they will say anything that's out of the box, this is not art. So the same thing that happened with the camera, they said this is not art. Finally, photography is now accepted. So God knows when they'll accept digital art. But digital art is a whole separate field. Unfortunately, it's full of these NFT so-called artists who don't know art. So I decided AR design and AR art might be a more interesting place to be in because, like retail can use, for example, Lenskart. You can, with an AR app, you can see how the specs look on your face and things like that. So it has some real world use cases which I feel are more beneficial. Even VR is a little like that clunky headset you wear, and
It gives you a
so you don't and you're not. It is okay. It's 360-degree immersive and all, but I feel AR is more like it has better reach, right? Everybody can access it from their phone, so it's not so complicated. So I'm more for that technology than the. Of course, VR is great for gaming and all that. Like when Facebook changed the name to Meta, and they said everybody will be in the metaverse, and you make your everybody should make an avatar, and then their avatar will talk to the colleague's avatar, and I'm like, we can just use Zoom. Why should? And like Kapse said, AI when it does a thing, when it does an illustration, it's like very robotic, it's like very emotionally sterile. Which is then it defeats the whole purpose of art. If you want to, you can, like, for example, American art is peculiarly cold because that's how the country's mindset is. They are overly practical, overly logical. So if an artist like KAWS, for example, trained an AI to make his paintings, it would do it perfectly. Because it's very flat and this thing, it is unemotional. You know, like Andy Warhol's talk. You know, like so. But if a European or especially an Indian artist were to train, it will take away the main substance of the art, which is to make an emotional connection. Any kind of art, whether it's film or writing or. So I feel that digital art has a special place and a special market and a special field, and techies are exactly like artists. They're extremely utopian, and very few, only the ones who are in design or in business are a little more practical, because they have to get actual results. They can't dream and this technology can do this and then dream about it. So
when you created art for NFTs, was that different from what you do otherwise?
So I had copyrighted my whole Moksha Shots concept and characters way back in 2008. I have a worldwide copyright for my characters because I didn't want them to be stolen and used by other people. So I used the same characters, but what I did for the NFTs was, because I didn't want my buyer to have the same image as a physical painting, same image as an NFT if it's available. It's like selling a print. It can't have the same value. So then I modified it and created new work specifically, because I could have done that. I could have made NFTs out of that, but I chose not to for this reason. It's not fair to the owner of the original work.
Sure.
If I make a replica and sell it as an NFT. So then I used the same characters, I hand drew them, I digitally colored them, and then minted them as NFTs. And for the AR, what I did was I had hand painted the paintings and created AR digitally on top of them. So that's how I.
उसमें एक ऑप्शन भी है, अगर तुम्हारा इमेज है जो डिजिटल इमेज और वो पेंटिंग का है, तो क्लाइंट आपको पूछ सकता है कि ये ओरिजिनल पेंटिंग डिमोलिश कर दो, देन आई विल बाय इट.
हाँ,
लेकिन वो सब बात की बात है, उसमें स्कैमर ही ज्यादा भरे हुए हैं.
नहीं, वो Damien Hirst did that. You buy the NFT, then you have an option destroy the original.
destroy.
I mean, firstly, वो NFT को store करने का इतना problem है. You put it on a platform, even a platform, the oldest
काफी सारे
platform.
It's not, I mean, you don't know how long it will run.
Yeah, it just
Crashes.
WazirX just shut down completely.
Yeah. Or it might get acquired. I mean, in
Yeah.
today's world,
Then
two companies don't last.
Yeah, then Manifold.
Okay.
Suddenly everybody was talking about Manifold. Then Manifold folded up.
So, okay, so now if you were on WazirX, Jenny, if you were on WazirX, what would you have done? You've got stuff stored
No,
there.
so it's stored on the blockchain. But the thing is that specific platform has its own ecosystem. So then you have to migrate them elsewhere. And there were people who have bought my NFTs. They can access them still. WazirX is gone, but they can access them. So they're there on the blockchain. But then a blockchain is like a different blockchain is like a different, each one is a different planet
Sure,
in a
sure.
whole universe. So some are on, I chose only to keep it on ETH.
Okay.
I have not so far gone on any other blockchain because ETH was the most stable and is still the most stable. Bitcoin is very volatile, but there is no Bitcoin related blockchain as such. So
इतना टेक बोलने के बाद I think we can come back to our traditional this thing that we appreciate and talk to Hema. Hema, please tell us a little about your work. आपके लिए ये सब ग्रीक एंड लैटिन है because you don't look at technology at all. तो
इतना ज़्यादा तो यूज़ नहीं करती हूँ मैं. I didn't use any कुछ ऐप के थ्रू काम में कुछ तो हैंड ऑन जो वर्क है मेरा वही एंजॉय कर रही हूँ अभी तक. मुझे मतलब अभी जो डिस्कशन हो रहा था तो ये जो सर ने बोला कि जो रियल वर्क जो हैंड ऑन वर्क है वो ज़्यादा मतलब डिजिटल वर्क से कई गुना बेहतर है वो. तो मुझे उस टाइम एक सवाल आया कि जो डिजिटल वर्क है वो उतना वैलिड है कि नहीं, जितना हमारा जो हैंड ऑन वर्क है, कोई भी इंस्टॉलेशन हो, पेंटिंग हो, जो भी है, स्कल्पचर हो, तो वो उतना वैलिड है कि नहीं। तो एक्चुअली मुझे सर से पूछना है कि सर इसके बारे में आप क्या बोलें।
वैलिड
मतलब उतना
वैल्यू कब
Value.
होता है, आर्टिस्ट स्टैब्लिश होता है, गैलरी प्रमोशन करता है, तब वो सब वैलिड धीरे धीरे होते जाता है। उसके बाद
उनका
में
लाइफ भी कितना मतलब
डिजिटल आर्ट का
यस दोनों
इट्स ऑन द पेपर, लाइक अच्छा क्वालिटी पेपर, मोर देन 100, अच्छा ऐसे
तो डिजिटल वर्क भी उतना लाइफ
हाँ होता
रह
है।
सकता है।
अच्छा क्वालिटी का एक होता है पेपर, और प्रिंटर भी बहुत अच्छा होता है, एकदम हाई, तो वेरी गुड रिजल्ट है। लेकिन उसमें फिर एडिशन होता है, यू कैन नॉट प्रोड्यूस, इवन पेंटिंग ऑल्सो यू कैन नॉट प्रोड्यूस टू मच। इफ यू प्रोड्यूस too much, everyone will have your work and nobody want to exchange on the resale. That is also problem. So अच्छे से शांति से काम करो, ओवर प्रोडक्शन भी अच्छा नहीं, इट विल बी लाइक राम गोपाल वर्मा है।
I think ठीक आहे, मी मराठीत बोलू का?
हो, चालेल,
बोला,
चालेल.
बोला.
कसं की आता ठीक आहे, फिल्म्स वगैरे येत आहेत खूप, जो साधारण काही डिकेड्स झालेत किंवा काय म्हणणार आपण 19th सेंचुरीपासून सुरू आहे तो प्रवास. पण जर हे डिजिटाईज जर असेल तर ते तुम्हाला काय वाटतं की ते भरपूर वर्ष टिकेल का?
नाही, ते बदलत राहील.
कारण जेवढं प्रॅक्टिकल वर्क जे आपण करून ठेवलेलं आहे, त्याला जेवढं
प्रॅक्टिकल
life
वर्क
आहे,
नेहमी असणार,
हा पण ते
आणि हे बदलत आहे. इव्हन प्रॅक्टिकल वर्क पण बदलत आहे, विषय बदलत राहील, काळ बदलत राहील.
My grandfather made films in black and
प्रकृती
white.
का नियम आहे,
They're
संशय
getting
होते नाही,
restored.
change is only
So,
constant.
there will be technology that will give it along.
So we keep hearing about Satyajit Ray's films being restored. कानमध्ये दाखवलं ना
हां.
तर ते रिस्टोर होऊ शकते. हो.
पण ते एका म्हणजे आता 19th सेंचुरी मधलेच आहेत ते. मला असं म्हणायचं का फार फार वर्षापूर्वी जर आपण मागे गेलो तर ते तेवढं स्टोर होऊ शकतं.
Store.
हा म्हणजे पुढे समजा आता एक सेंचुरी
As a image.
ते हा
हा, होईल, होईल.
ऍज अ इमेज किंवा मी ते म्हणते की ते तितकं राहील का?
इमेज तर राहील.
जेवढं
कॅनव्हास नाही राहिला तर
प्रॅक्टिकल
इमेज तर
वर्क
राहणार. जितके हाय क्वालिटी सगळ्यात चांगले म्युझियम आहे, दे ट्राय
Yeah.
कारण त्यांच्याकडे रिअल वर्क आहे म्हणून
इंडियामध्ये थोडंसं कमी आहेत हा प्रकार, कारण आमच्या जे मध्ये साबणीने आणि ते ब्रशनी असे धुतले होते जुने पेंटिंग
Really?
100 वर्षापूर्वी.
No, they were.
साबण और वो काथ्या रहते ना, वो भांडे वाले अपने कामाले घासते ना, उसने घासे.
They seemed very like.
पुराना पेंटिंग जीजी बॉय ने लिया होगा कभी होगा.
Gigi boy.
नाही पण
I think
सर रिअल
internationally
वर्क
तो
आहे
बहुत अच्छे से
म्हणून
रखते थे.
त्यांच्याकडे
Yeah,
डिजिटाईज वर्क आहे.
temperature control.
Control.
पण रिअल
हवा
वर्क
नाही,
समजा नसेल तर ते
water
डिजिटाईज
नाही,
वर्क
moisture नाही.
किती
In
वर्ष स्टोर
Ajanta,
करू
in Ajanta, no.
एक तर
they are-
लिमिट तर असतेच, प्रश्नच येत नाही.
In
आपणच
Ajanta,
नाही
they are
टिकणार तर
doing a good job.
पुढचं एवढी काळजी नका करू. आपण आहे, आपले जनरेशन आहे कमीत कमी 4-5 वर्ष, त्याचं ते पुढे बघतील, याची काळजी आपण करायची. आपण चांगले यू शुड क्रिएट गुड क्वालिटी वर्क, वैल्यूएबल वर्क, दैट इज इन आवर हैंड.
Let us see your
बाकी
work.
देखिए मार्केट का वो काम है, अपना काम नहीं है,
हाँ, वो मान.
मार्केट का काम.
The buyer will look after it.
We can see.
उसमें पैसे दिए.
दिखता है
हाँ.
हाँ, दिख रहा है.
राइट डॉट ले
Oh wow.
दिखते हैं?
मस्त.
मुझे नहीं दिख रहे.
Very nice.
ऐसा लग रहा है मैं गणपति लेके जा रहा हूँ. जाते हैं ना, बस
वो टाइम
बाहर-
बहुत दूर नहीं है सर, जब भी गणपति भी वर्चुअली करेगा आपको.
मस्त.
ये सब सिलेक्टेड इमेजेस है. अभी जो मल्टीपल इमेजेस है ना, वहाँ पे मुझे कंप्यूटर यूज़ करना पड़ता है, फोटोशॉप यूज़ करना पड़ता है.
Heaven.
Nice.
Very creative and very imaginative.
हाँ, थैंक यू.
He does not know what we're looking at.
These are all your recent works, no?
नहीं नहीं नहीं,
पुराने नहीं
ये
हैं?
हाँ कुछ पुराने. उसमें ब्लैक एंड वाइट था, योगा के जैसा
He's
नाक
like
दबा.
Andy Warhol
Yeah.
of India.
Sir,
Yeah.
Black and white नहीं
I
था.
think it-
हम नहीं on charcoal on
This
paper.
one as well, people
Like
for
Like
art. It's
black
so
and white
It is
is
for art,
only
yeah.
mouth part is pink.
gorgeous.
Okay.
You will see that.
Stunning.
Very beautiful.
The concept is so nice.
This is
yeah.
the black and white one. ये पुराना है क्या?
On a sofa with a.
Sofa, other one.
Okay.
That's troll army.
Look at
Gandhi.
that background.
मुझे नहीं दिख रहा क्या चल रहा है इधर.
Can you see now?
हाँ.
That's tech.
This is अच्छे दिन maybe.
Very imaginative.
I remember this अच्छे दिन.
वो म्यूजियम में था. You came that show.
हाँ.
Museum. Mad Orchestra. This is in Pakistan with some senior artist. Shiksha Abhiyan. Shiksha means punishment. Not that Shiksha.
हाँ, this is the older one where you used to do all these. Remember one show
Lovely.
in town with those god and goddesses?
So that was second exhibition.
हाँ, I remember.
First was in the Alliance Française. Second was in the.
Very nice.
This is
Humorous and
chef. It's a small, एक कोई रेस्टोरेंट था उसके लिए बनाया था.
How do you get these expressions?
I'm full of expression.
So do you,
वो ना वो
do you
बोलते ना
record your
ये लड़का
expression
वो
first
नाटक
or?
बाज है क्या है ये बोलते ना वैसा है.
Photo. You must be photographing yourself.
हाँ. I have lots of thousands of photographs. तो कहीं ना कहीं वो फिट हो जाता है. थोड़ा स्टोरी क्रिएट हो जाता है.
I mean, this art
Pandemic, huh?
will definitely evoke an emotion. I mean, can't not
Yeah.
respond to it.
ये पुराना काम है. 6, 7, 8 साल पुराना काम है. ये योगा का है. It's a satire on yoga.
A lot of your work is satire.
हाँ थोड़ा.
Great.
सही. Very nice.
गणपति बाबा. ठीक है. कोई क्वेश्चन? Satire question?
Yes, speechless.
I have a question for Alan. Alan, do you see that the number of people that you have, was there any reduction or increase in the number of staff because of going to tech? I mean,
Initially there was a reduction because the kids didn't want to get onto the new platforms. A few left us. Even today I'll say that we face difficulty in getting new kids on board because the platform is new. I mean, not everybody knows about it. They don't want to. एक तो learning curve है उसमें थोड़ा. I mean, once they join, I have to teach them, take them through a training session for about 15 days, and then they start. So it is difficult to get new kids or.
no, I was referring to the other way around. I mean, once people have learned, once people are there in the office, conventionally, if there were 4 people in a team working on a project, does it become
Now
like
there are 3. So my manpower cost has gone down by 30%.
it has gone down?
Yeah.
That's
So my speed has increased, and as she rightly said, we are able to show every project in VR to the client now, and that has another advantage because as an architect, क्या होता है? If it is up to me to set a particular angle of the camera to show that the space is big, whereas actually it is not. It's very easy to fool the client in a 3D view. It's not. It is impossible to fool a client in a VR walkthrough because you are actually walking yourself to a particular point, looking 360 degrees, going to the next point with a remote in your hand. So the design process has become easier for us because if a client says I don't want white flooring, turn it to black. Touch of a button, I can turn it to black and he can see it in the VR. So that is the advantage.
But going ahead, like today you say it's 30% and your cost has gone down. That means employment is going to get affected over a period of time.
ये भी मेरे दिमाग में
In a way, yes.
But then
But then they
people who
But
can
I feel,
employ who know this.
see, instead of doing one project, you are doing two projects. So
Absolutely.
that one person
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So you're getting more people and you're doing more projects, faster projects.
There was a time when we used to have difficulty handling 20-25 projects at a time. Right now, as I'm sitting here, I'm doing 36 projects.
Wow.
So the employment is not
With
going
no
down.
issues at all.
Yeah.
And this is where the industry is moving to. So it's just that we are the early ones who are
So
moving.
we are actually feeding the system today. All the old people are actually the system is learning from everybody. I mean, whether it is his art or whether it is some other digital medium. I mean, everything the system is capturing, and somewhere that brain will be faster than our brain. Maybe at a given point. I mean, आज जो हम लोग सोचते हैं और अभी आपका सोच और इसका सोच, तीन सोच मिला के अगर मेरे को कोई आउटपुट मिल जाता है, that becomes a completely different this thing at times. And I claim that ये मेरा काम है. Although as you said कि वो किसी का फ्लेवर आ जाता है उसके अंदर, बट इसमें किसको एडवांटेज भी हो जाता है, मतलब
हो सकता और डिपेंड भी करता है. इफ ही इज ऑलरेडी एस्टैब्लिश तो उसका ज़्यादा मैनिपुलेशन नहीं होने का चांसेस कम है. बाकी तो फिर जॉनर में जाता है काम. ये जॉनर में काम कर रहा है. ये सेल्फ पोर्ट्रेट करने वाले आर्टिस्ट सिर्फ इमेज यूज करके काफ़ी आर्टिस्ट है. फिर कभी कभी होता है कि नहीं ये तुम इसके काम कीजिए सब नहीं, लेकिन वो ट्रैक में मिनिमलिज्म होता है. मिस्टर देशमुख उसका मिनिमलिस्टिक काम, ठीक है. तो फिर उनको कंपेयर किया जाता है बर्वे से, जबकि बर्वे का पूरा स्टाइल ही लगे लेकिन फॉर्म वैसे ही दिखता है. तो वो तो रहता है थोड़ा सा. मुझे भी काफ़ी क्रिटिसाइज की, मुझे पता है मैं क्या करता. वो जॉनर है. इतने सारे आर्टिस्ट है, बहुत सारे जो सेल्फ इमेज को भी काम करते हैं. सबका जो कहने का चीज़ है वो अलग है और एप्लीकेशन है. तो ये सब होते रहते हैं. इवन आर्किटेक्ट में भी होता है. ये तो वैसा दिख रहा है.
So basically, we have spoken a lot about how we are using technology as a tool to aid the traditional process. What about the flip side of it?
So there are, I have a friend who creates art with coding. So he just codes to create his images. And sometimes the images are mutated, meaning they're animated, but once you write the code, on its own it's generated. So some of you may have heard about the Bored Ape NFTs. Or say for example, there was some cat-based NFT. So it was coded in such a way that if you bought two cats, one third one would create it itself from the code.
Replicate.
So it would generate a new cat. So they had put out 10,000 cats or something, and whoever bought those two, they could buy two and generate a new cat. So a new artwork, so to speak. It was coded like that. So once the code is done, you don't have to touch it. It just keeps generating offspring. Wow.
What I was referring to was more basic, in the sense when people use high resolution image and digitize it and make digital prints. That's where the downside is happening, as
but
we
I
see it.
see, honestly, like Capse and me are about the same number of years in the industry. What happens is
ऐसे
that
कोई
prices.
जो बायर होते ना ऐसे कुछ भी बाय नहीं करते. वो जब मार्केट एकदम बूम में था वो टाइम पे हुआ था वैसे थोड़ा कि कोई भी आर्टिस्ट कभी भी आया, अभी जस्ट आया तो हम जो 60 लाख 20 लाख में सेल कर रहा था, तो बायर भी नहीं होता. मनमोहन सिंह के टाइम में मार्केट हो गया ना, बहुत इन्वेस्टर आए थे, वो शायद पता होगा काफ़ी. तो वो जो मार्केट था ना अभी तक आया नहीं, वो जीडीपी अभी तक आया नहीं, वैसा जीडीपी
नहीं, अभी भी सुनने को मिलता है.
सुनने को मिलता है, लेकिन वैसा मार्केट अभी तक है नहीं जो चुप
गर्मी है, हाँ.
ऐसे 1-2 दिन में ऐसे आर्टिस्ट लोग डबल प्राइस कर लेते थे और लोग मिडिल क्लास के पास काफ़ी पैसा आया था. मिडिल क्लास बाय करने लगा था आर्ट और कर्जा लेके भी बाय करता था, लोन लेके पेंटिंग बाय करता था. तभी क्या है ना, गलत आर्टिस्ट और गलत आर्ट उस पर मक्खे मार दिया. बाद में वो रीसेल करने गया तो फिर उसको पता चला. और वो जो जहाँ से खरीदा वो गैलरी में भी ऐसे दरवाजा बंद करके निकल गया. वो मंकी बेचने वाला रहता है ना स्टोरी
वैसा.
I had come across a model who said, I have a artist friend who has taught me all the tricks of the trade. And then she became an artist, like how people are becoming NFT artists without any background. And then the gallery owner saying, how can I give her a show? Because, but anything was working and everything was working. But the thing with prints is now, honestly, suppose I really love, say, Miro's work, okay? I can't possibly afford one. So then I buy a print. It's
That's a different thing. The legit ones are different.
Yeah. So then if they, I mean, there'll always be people who will, when I give my authenticity certificate, I write over there that this image is copyrighted to me. And artists are unaware about copyright, but actually the gallery owner also is not allowed to make prints and sell without the permission of the artist. And just because a buyer has a work, he has no right to copy and sell prints. This
Sign तो चाहिए और.
हाँ, nobody wants to talk about that, because the same thing happened with NFTs. Gallerists are saying, I own this, I can make an NFT. No, you can't. Did you buy the copyright? Now I came across one Hussain buyer who said Hussain had sold him a copyright for the price. So he could only use those images and make NFTs out of them, which is legit. But in India, anybody thinks that ownership is a different right altogether and they do whatever they want.
This apparently has worked well with the Bollywood industry, what you are saying. I mean,
The copyright.
whether it's the music, the IP in general, the way Bollywood has done, it has not come to design and art.
Because
there is no streamline, there is no methodology to even selling or talking about. I mean, we recently heard of one of the artists, I don't want to name that artist, that she had given a work to the gallery and the gallery made prints of it and sold it and returned the original back to her.
They do that. Because artists are not aware of their rights. I get copyright infringements 2 a year. And I chase them. One interior designer, she sent me an image. I have made this silk carpet inspired by your work. I said, it's a copy. Downright. Took the image from Instagram and, then I said, how long have you been working? 17 years. If you're working as an interior designer for 17 years, and then I said, no, now you have to pay because you have used my work. It's my right. So she's saying, it just happened to be you. It could have been anyone from a catalog. I said, now you'll have to pay. So I sent her a legal notice and she had to pay because her lawyer would have told her that you are in the wrong. But they were very blatant. When the internet was not there were black books. You remember that black book?
Yeah.
So advertising people used to blatantly copy from black books. Full ads are copied, everything.
So it's kind of like reminds me of stock photos, right? So in
No,
marketing,
but stock
we use
photos
stock
are licensed.
photos.
Stock photos, I'm making
But
Or
lot of
Shutterfly or
people,
something.
there are people who just download and use it.
Shutterstock.
Shutterstock. Yeah.
There are so many sites.
but
And you can't track it. I mean, once you figure out, I mean, there are those barcode, those watermarks and all
Yeah.
over there.
You take a screenshot.
People take a screenshot and just use it.
You can ऐसे कुछ भी कर सकते हैं उसका ड्रेस का कलर चेंज कर दो कहाँ मैच नहीं होता
थोड़ा सा modify किया and then it's good
30%
to go.
difference.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they do that because there are a lot of sites that offer you free stock footage also.
हाँ वो
You
भी
know,
है दोनों है
free
See, actually,
photos.
in India, the Indian stock is very minimal.
Yeah.
You hardly get it. I mean, there are a
Then
couple of
one guy
companies.
has started.
Image
some
Bazaar is
advertising.
there, which sells, and they are very expensive.
Unbelievable.
Super expensive.
My God, in Times of India, at 1 week, they had a full page ad,
Yeah.
front and back.
Yeah.
That
They're
it's
very
2
rich.
crores, right there,
Yeah.
gone. And the founder, I remember it was the founder's picture, do you remember?
I know.
I
Inside,
remember.
inside.
Maheshwari.
Yeah.
I'm like, my God, even Shah Rukh Khan does not do that.
Yeah.
So I couldn't understand
No,
what
he
the deal
himself is a
was.
very big influencer, motivator.
Yeah.
He's a
That's
public
how.
speaker.
And a megalomaniac perhaps, because like full page, remember that? There was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
photograph of just him, and he's a good looking guy.
Yeah. But he started as a photographer.
Acha.
So he saw the need for missing for Indian images because like Indian ad industry is also very old and they weren't having enough Indian. So that's why he started this stock thing. But
How is the company doing? Do you know?
Really good.
Very good. They have no challenges.
No chance.
yeah, because they are the only ones.
They are the only ones.
I have a
The
question
quality.
for you, Alan. When you spoke of giving a iPad to the contractor, putting it in the tender. So only the contractor has an iPad, and the entire project is recorded in that iPad, is it?
On the
So we typically do it for 2 or 3 contractors. One is an interior
Are
contractor,
you
electrical contractor.
So
AC.
he's like a polyglot.
These are the 3
So
main
he
guys on the
talks,
side. They
and
have
then
their own iPads.
He does this.
More on
But
the side.
how long does it take for them to pick up this entire tech?
2 hours. See, they don't have to work in this. They just have to know how to use
See
the
Yes.
walkthrough and other features. So that's what we do on day 1. On the day of the kickoff, we have a training session for them.
Yes, the same
And then
24
it's like
hours.
gaming software. जितना आप खेलोगे उतना you become pro at it. That's what I said. Even the carpenter on site is able to do this.
Becomes a self-sustaining.
That's
Yes,
the
yes.
advantage of the
The
system.
CEO, the founder
See,
doesn't
earlier
have
it
to
was not
get into anything
possible
or
for
anything.
the
They
carpenter
have the
level or
right
even
people
for that
doing
matter
Yeah.
client level to
Like
understand
Bezos
how
or
the site is going to look inch by inch.
Oh, yeah. Very
We used to use say 10 3D views, but what 10 mein the entire thing doesn't get covered. Today it is possible to actually move inch by inch and see what is
The
happening.
entire site.
Yeah.
To churn out that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
No, it's not true actually.
I think we've had a very nice session.
Was fine.
Thank you so much, all of you.